So I got a question from Instagram. Somebody wanted to know, do good looks and height matter when it comes to dating? So actually one of the best ways to show this is to understand like, what is dating? Like, what do we even mean by dating? Well, when we mean dating, we mean your dating life. And good looks and height absolutely don't factor in when we look at your entire dating life. So we mean if we just say that somebody starts dating at the age of 18, which isn't really true, many people start before that, but I think 18 is a good number that we can all agree on. And we're gonna continue on until somebody reaches the age of 80. So we'll say that the average person lives for this long. During this time, most of the time, the only impact height and good looks is gonna have on their relationship are gonna be fractions of moments, which are gonna be when you first meet somebody. They don't stop you getting in a relationship with somebody. They don't stop you meeting somebody, but they only factor in at the very beginning. In fact, I would argue that if we imagine meeting somebody new for the first time, that good looks and height probably account for about 5% of your success rate only. There is another 95% that is far more important. So let's use like the obvious one, okay? Does it matter if you're short and you're not good looking if you're a multi-millionaire? Suddenly everyone's like, no, of course not. So we already know that there's a factor that's much more important than either of these two things. And if we start looking at comedians, we realize that actually being funny is also really up there. And then if we start looking at, Olympic athletes, and then we realize that actually being expert at something factors up there. And then when we look at people who are influential, like the president of the country, that's up there as well. And when we start looking at this number, we will find an entire treasure trove of things that are more important than good looks and height. Now, height's the one thing that you can't change. Your height is your height is your height. You just got to live with it. But good looks actually is a factor that you can affect. Most of the time, good looks is just whether you're well-groomed and whether you work out. And well-groomed plus a fitness regime is something anyone can have. If you're like, yeah, well, I don't have those things, well, then you're lazy, and that's the negative factor. It's nothing to do with anything else. I firmly believe every single person should have some kind of basic workout routine, some kind of basic health plan that they stick to. And you don't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I got a little bit of excess weight on me. I don't really have the biggest arms in the world, but I'm vaguely in shape. I always tell people round is a shape, but but I'm vaguely in shape, and it's good enough. It's good enough that one of the people that I'm dating right now has an incredible physique, and I always say to her don't you feel bad looking at me? And she's like, no. She's like, I love you. Like, I don't care what your body looks like. It's just not an important factor. But these other factors are important. In fact, if I could summarize it as 3 key factors, it would be abundance, confidence, and the ability to escalate. And if you've got these 3 things, you can bypass everything else. And if you want to learn more about abundance, confidence, and the ability to escalate, by the way, you can go to aceformulablueprint.com, and we have a whole bunch of videos up there for free. You can go and watch and learn about those things. So hopefully that answers your question.